What time is it?
Okay, we have some fabulous live music later on, but right now, here's the kind I prefer.
Hey. We tapped in,
All
man.
right. What's up? We got the OG Mitchy Slick in the house. Oh,
What's
man.
up,
Thank you for joining us, man. This is WestCoastStyles.com. This is our YouTube channel, the OG WCR. And, man, we're just going to get into it. Mitchy, man, I first interviewed you back in 2004. It was in Glendale. You were with the Baller Records people. And, man, I first tapped into your music back then. And you had the yellow tape mixtape back then, and man, shit was cracking in San Diego. Man, people were getting shot over that damn that mixtape, and you and Namu were just like active as hell.
Oh, you want
and
to
I
bring
was
up
like,
all the ignorant shit, huh? Oh, you want to go all the way back there, huh?
Hell yeah, man!
Come on, man. You want to go there with it? Fuck it, let's go there, then, man. Let's go. Hey, that was a crazy time, man. You know, it's a trip, man. It was so much shit going on in the town at that time, and it was shit that had already been going on, but it at that time, I don't think the police had control of that shit, and so they scapegoat was when the community started reaching out and saying like, "What's going on? What's going?" You know, all the elders and shit. They blamed that shit on us, bro, and put us on the news and said it was me and Damu's fault that everybody was getting shot up and shit like that. That's how they do us, bro. But the shit was going on already, bro. You know.
Yeah, I hear that. But that mixtape was hot. I wore it out that summer that it came out. Man, I love that Already Famous song where you were talking about you should have been put on by then because you had already sold records and done stuff. And you were like, man, why am I not signed to a label already, man?
I didn't know then. I know now, but I didn't know then.
Yeah.
You know.
But that was some hot shit though, you know. And I was gonna ask you, you know, on that song you had B-Stone with you, and I loved his voice and delivery. And I always felt that B-Stone should have been a rapper that should have been out there more, and you know, and more famous, you know.
Yeah, that's what's wrong with us San Diego rappers. I mean, we be more something else than we be rappers. You know what I mean? we be more street cats than rappers. I mean, we be trying to get up out that shit, bro. But shout out to my brother B-Stone, man. That's a talented individual, homie. I mean, man, that's my brother, man. But yeah, man, B-Stone, he's still around though.
Yeah, I'm good, man. How's Damu doing? I mean, you guys were a fucking wonderful combination, you know, with those mixtapes and stuff.
Believe it or not, man, me and Damu finally came together right now. We got a whole new album right now, fresh and hot. We just dropped a video about a month ago, homie. It's over
nice.
a quarter of it. It's up to maybe 300,000 right now, homie. It's kind of moving for some underground niggas that ain't got big labels cheating for them and putting them on playlists and shit. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
Damu got something going on right now. Shout out to my brother to Kai Kong that made the beat on there. The name of the song is Elevate, homie. And it's kind of moving for some underground cats right now. I still call myself an underground cat, even though I done did some shit, you know.
Yeah. Speaking of that Elevate song, Chiz, you wanted to ask him about that song?
Yeah, I like the message behind that. Y'all teaching the young cats how to not just be street cats, but how to be business minded, how to be owners. Talk about a bit about that.
That's just us, bro. That ain't us doing nothing special or having no plot or nothing like that. We didn't have no concept or nothing for that. That's what me and Moo on right now. You know what I mean? If you ain't on that right now, homie, and you a G around this motherfucker, you lame as shit right now. You know what I'm saying? If all you can teach a young cat to do is do shit that ain't doing nothing for the uplifting of us as street young hood cats. I like to say, I don't like to say community and all that cliche shit. I speak to the niggas in the streets that's active because that's what we ain't got. We can accomplish all the shit we done accomplished, but we can't accomplish no generational wealth, homie. Once you get past 40 years old in the gangbang world, you ain't shit no more. If you ain't hanging on the corner, you ain't shit no more. Nah, that ain't how it's supposed to be. Every other organization, whether it's the police, the Navy, the Muslims, the mafia, your shit ain't, you still good. You even more important once you become a G. You know what I mean? So with that, I still got a responsibility. They ask me, am I still in the gang and all that shit? I mean, I feel like, okay, if you want to say that, whatever, but my role is different now. My role is to show my folks how to take care of their grandmamas and shit now. You know what I mean? And we can't do it without no paper. And without us coming together, we can't accomplish no paper. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. Get your mind, elevate, step to the next level. Who better to tell you that than Mitchy, Slick, Damu, and my nigga Big Y? You know what I'm saying? Shit, Big Y,
Yeah.
that's what he do. And all of us really about that in the street. So it ain't just a song. You know what I mean?
That's huge. And I know that was some of the stuff that Nipsey was talking about before he passed. And I know you was on a few tracks with Nipsey. How did he influence you? And what was it like working with Nipsey Hussle before he passed?
It's crazy because a lot of cats think you can't get influence from younger cats. But really coming in the game, homie, Nip was man. I ain't never been greeted and showed as much respect as I was showed and as much homage as I was showed from a nigga that important. And when I first met Nip, he wasn't that big yet, you know what I'm saying? But Nip greeted me from the first day I met him. Me, my brother crying down the field of agony was at a sneaker convention performing, and Nip was getting down too. That nigga Nip brought all him and like 160 Crips, homie, up to me, homie, and just really let me know how important I was to his coming in the game, because he felt like shit. If Mitch can do it from the hip without the help, shit, that he felt like shit. That's part of shit that motivated him. So in the beginning, he told me that I influenced him. But as time went on and Nip turned into who he began to turn into, Nip influenced me by me and Nip would sit down a lot and talk about this shit and talk about even the situation that got Nip no longer here. And so we would share and spar mentally. Like he'd be like, Slick, how you do that? Certain shit I would get off and I'd be like, Nip, how the hell you do that? Like one of my questions would be like, Nip, how you get all them Crenshaw and shoot that video without it being no situations? And then he would explain his end to me. I would explain my end to him. And we really influenced one another because we kind of like, it ain't a lot of cats that, it's a lot of cats from their hoods. It's a lot of cats as rappers. But it's not a lot of cats that are in the center, you know what I'm saying, that starting 10 lineup for their neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? Like you come through the hood and you see him out there. That's a different road than just being from the hood. You know what I mean? So me and Nip would go back and forth on like, damn, like shit like having a store in the neighborhood. That could be a trying situation. And as you see, it turned out real sticky for Nip. But those are the type of conversations that me and Nip would have. I'd be like, damn, I felt like I could never have a store in my neighborhood and just be there every day and all that shit. And Nip would be like to me, like, Slick, man, it's rough, homie. I didn't pick to do this shit, but it's what he felt he had to do for his community. You know what I'm saying? So shit. We just bounced off each other a lot, man. We shared a studio together for a long time. Me, him, the Futurists, my big brother Reese. You know what I mean? And so I got a lot of time with Nip, that a lot of behind the scenes time with Nip that a lot of cats don't know about. Like shit like it'd be me, Nip, Big Reese, my homeboy Lance Bo from 5'9" Brent from Dago. Can you imagine Nip riding around in LA in his Maybach smoking blunts with 3 San Diego Bloods? Niggas don't know that. You feel me? Nip was my real homie, G. That was my real friend, bro. So we inspired each other and motivated each other a lot. But that brother right there, man, he was on another level, man. So shit, I'm still being motivated by Nip. It's shit I'm still learning from Nip. You know what I'm saying? Like it's crazy. We can go on forever about that. You know what I mean? Shit, RP my nigga though.
That's a dope story, man. That's dope. Man.
Hell yeah, man.
So how does that influence you? You being such an important factor from where you come from and what happened to Nick, does that change your mind frame of how you move in your area and how you move around now?
The fucked up thing is I was already moving as if something like that could take place. And Nip was trying to find his way through that. And I felt like Nip showed so much love to the people outside everywhere. Nip didn't just fuck with me like that. Nip fuck with niggas everywhere like that. You know what I'm saying? Nip would fuck around. Nip in the beginning, Nip would be in San Diego with the 40 Crips in backyard boogie functions, doing shows in the backyard in Southeast San Diego. Like Nip fucked with everybody like that. You know what I'm saying? So, but I always was like, damn, nigga, how you doing that? Because I fuck with niggas like that too. But it was just certain shit that I felt was like kind of pushing the envelope a little bit, that I was kind of, and Nip had the nuts to step out there and do some of them things. But that shit is fucked up that we don't get to actually do all the things, to be the kind of person like me or Nip that really want to help and really want to do shit and add on. But to have situations like what happened to Nip happen and everybody can act like, oh, that was just that situation. But shit, When you become a big wig, you a star, and you in the front of the situation, you in the front of the scene, that shit could happen to anybody, man. You know what I'm saying? And it's fucked up. The reason that it happened was because of the politics and the shit that we live by in this Southern California gang culture. And that's what I mean by elevate. It's certain shit that we got to change. The police done changed the shit they was doing since get on top of us, but we still going by the same rules and the same script. We teach each other how to be down for each other and how to deal with each other when we all down and when we low and when we in the hood and when we doing bad. But we don't teach each other how to celebrate one of us when we come up or how to help or add on. You know what I'm saying? So that's some of the shit that I be trying to build on and change amongst the gang culture. I speak to the gang communities, the gang culture. Like, we got to change some shit because the world done changed.
Mm-hmm. Wow. You know, I interviewed Jayo Felony a couple of weeks ago. He was on our program here, and he really shouted you out. And he spoke about how you guys took pictures together and had a chance to squash, some of the tension that was going on earlier in the years. And you guys had a chance to come together. And he was talking about, man, I'd love to do an album with Mitchy Slick. What's your response to all that?
My response to that, as a grown man now, hearing that Jayo Felony is speaking like that, as a man, homie, as a grown man, with all the bullshit aside, I can't do nothing but embrace that. So shit. With me saying that, man, we got to figure it out. We got to get around the ignorant politics, my hood and his neighborhood, and let the homies know, because it's homies from his neighborhood that ain't gonna feel it. It's homies from my neighborhood that ain't gonna feel it. But they gotta elevate and understand what this shit is really about. So I'm gonna be working on that so we can get to that, bro. Because I think shit, just I don't know what'll happen or what'll come from it, but just him being man enough to put that out there like that, shit, I gotta be man enough to be receiving of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Wow. That's pretty powerful, man. If that could happen, that would really be like a wow. That would be something for San Diego, man. I think that it would show a lot of people that we can all come together and stop killing each other and and be one force out there.
Hopefully.
Yeah. So you were part of the Strong Arm Steady crew, and I love those guys, Feel the Agony and Crondon and Exhibit and all those guys. And I was, when you guys all came together, that was like a special thing for me because I followed Strong Arm Steady back in the early days, and then adding you on really gave it that gangsta hard touch. What's up with you guys lately? Have you guys ever thought about coming back together again, or or is that just completely done?
Hold on 1 second.
Yeah.
My phone is tripping.
Okay.
Damn it. Okay, I'm here, bro. Strong Arm Steady. You got me?
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, Strong Arm Steady, homie. We still together. Them as my brothers. That's a fraternity, man. We together for life with that. You know what I'm saying? Strong Arm Steady is a group of 3, but it's way more than that. You know what I'm saying? Strong Arm Steady, just for the history of that, man, because niggas need it, man. For those that don't think they need it or whatever, we was very influential, homie, in kicking off the resurgence of the West Coast, man, because the West Coast was sleeping for a minute. It was fucked up. 50 and G Unit had that mixtape movement going, homie, and it inspired everybody. Everybody started dropping the mixtapes. We came together just as a mixtape crew. It was a whole bunch of other cats involved from the Far Ride, all the liquid crew homies, Exhibit, King T, Chase Infinite, DJ Khalil. Shout out to my brothers, man. Shit, it was a lot of homies, homie, that was down with that movement. Raz Cass, and from that, man, we still a brotherhood, man. We still all fuck with each other. Planet Asia to this day. Me and Crondon went and hit a couple little overseas dates and shit on a little tour. We rocked Hip Hop Camp last year. We still get it in from time to time. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what's gonna come up next, but shit, whenever the homies get a minute and get in the lab, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna come out with some jewels. Don't trip. But we still at it. It don't stop.
Mm-hmm. I like the fact that Crondon made the transition to TV, and we can all see him on the CW network, and then you yourself, you were in a movie.
I've been in a few movies, but this one right here, I would like to say is my biggest effort far as the the big screen go. Not only am I in the movie, I help promote the movie, help direct the movie. Shout out to my brother, man. West Bread Diamond, man. This is an intellectual brother, man, about the schoolyards on the west side of LA, man. You know what I'm saying? He more than just a keyway, man. He's a real genius with this shit, bro. And my guy put together a movie, homie. Went out and scrounged up the budget, man, and we really got a multi-million-dollar film. We didn't spend multi-millions of dollars on it, but the film quality, the writing, the equipment, the cameras, the shootouts, the scenes, it's all real movie shit, bro. So it's something more than just a movie. I mean, they got a lot of urban movies out right now, but we got a real fucking menace to society, we got a real goddamn movie, man. You know what I'm saying? Boys in the Hood right now. And it's called Baby Gangsta. It just came out last week. If you want to go check it out, y'all, go to Vimeo. Man, it's the realest depiction yet of what we really doing out in the streets of Southern California. Man, we got barely actors. Everybody in the movie is somebody reputable from either San Diego or Compton or LA, Crip or Blood neighborhood. See, that's the difference. It's before it was folks that studied or grew up in the hood or whatever. But this movie that wrote it and showed the story. But this movie is niggas that's in the thick of the shit now that wrote the movie and that's starring in the movie. It's a little bit different. You know what I'm saying? We got a real gang activist in the movie showing that we ain't just all animals out here. It's homies around the hood trying to make this shit better, and that's what we showing. See, all the rest of Hollywood that showed us as being animals, you know what I'm saying, done glorified this shit. You know, O-Dog. O-Dog was a great character in the movie, but O-Dog was a little extra, you know what I'm saying? O-Dog was shooting dope fiends for asking for in the alley. That was great for entertainment, but it really fucks up the image of us to the world that don't really know what's going on. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. They think that shit real when they see a motherfucker like O-Dog. You know what I'm saying? Well, this movie here, homie, is a real depiction of what's really going on in the streets, and it's also showing all angles where it's a good message in the movie. And man, everybody need to go check it out, man. We're gonna get it on some bigger platforms soon. This Corona shit that fucked it up. But go check us out right now, man. We out there on Vimeo right now. Just go to Vimeo. People is not really having a hard time, but they're not so used to watching movies on Vimeo. They do the Netflix and all that shit. All you gotta do is go on your smart TV, go to the browser, download Vimeo, and then search Baby Gangsta, or go to my Instagram, Mitchy Slick Ron Khan. Look at my bio, and the link is right there, man. Fuck with us, homie. We trying to do something new.
Awesome, man.
So
what's next for Ron Khan? Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Chiz.
No, I was just saying he made a important fact about the coronavirus and how it's stopping a lot of stuff. How are you able to maintain and put out the things that you're putting out now that this coronavirus has stopped a lot of stuff?
Man, we had a big ass screening that we was gonna do, man. A big old screening, man, at the Beverly Hills Theater, man. We was gonna do. We had the red carpet going down, and they shut that down, bro. We lost a lot of money even trying to make that happen. So what we did, man, to get the word out, is we did private screenings, man, in the hood, man. You could pull up. We did 20, 30 people at a time. A lot of cats came through. Shout out to a lot of artists that came through too, man. The homie Jay Stone came through. Shout out to Jay Stone, man, and All Money in Camp. Young Blueface came through. We got a lot of cats endorsing the movie. Snoop behind us heavy. Shout out to my big brother Snoop Dogg, man. I don't give a fuck what nobody say about Snoop Dogg, man. To be as big as that nigga is, man, that nigga got his feet in the pavement, man. That nigga really down in the streets and know what's happening and really be showing love and looking out, man, and standing with his people, man. So shout out to my big brother Snoop Dogg, man, for backing us, man. Cedric the Entertainer, Mike Epps, my homie Mike Epps, you know what I'm saying? Faison Love. It's homies that been looking out, trying to get the word out, man. We using our resources, and the resources we got now is the relationships. Hopefully soon it'll be something bigger that we can use, but this Corona shit fucked up a lot of shit, man. But we still pushing,
Okay, so you have the Wrong Kind label, your own label of that you put out your own music. What's next for you guys coming up?
The next project I'm dropping on Wrong Kind, homie, is this 23 Blocks with me and Damu. And then I got a solo album right now I'm doing with my homeboy Qua from Fresh Yard, man. Qua's my brother in San Diego. He got a store called Fresh Yard, man. It's over there on 30th Street in North Park. It's the dopest men's boutique for as fly gear and shit in San Diego. And me and him been collabing. we just dropped the album called with the homie Servet Durano called The Gathering. On The Gathering, man, we just brought Mitchy Slick, half gangster, half hip hop, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm with this MC shit crazy. So on this project, man, me and MC8 and the homie Planet Asia, man. Come on, did y'all hear it? I said MC8, nigga. My
damn.
He been dropping heat lately. He been dropping heat lately.
Walked around and featured on this album, bro. And from that feature, I don't know if y'all know, but that was who inspired me, man, to get into this game, man, and tell my stories and shit. So from that feature, man, me and him bonded, man, with that, man, on our music shit, man. And he put me on his new album he got out right now. Shout out to the big bro, man, right now. MCA just dropped the album, and I featured on that thing with the homie Chill, man. Y'all gotta go check that out. It just dropped on the 19th.
Nice. What about other artists under you? Are you gonna be putting anybody else out? Like,
man,
who should we
be
look
work with
for?
a whole bunch of people, man. I got a little management situation with the homie TK and the homie Picasso over there at Art Baron, man. They premier management team right now. Got all the young cats in LA popping, and man, they done opened the door for me to put a lot of cats from San Diego on. So right now I'm working with a lot of cats from San Diego. You know what I mean? Shout out to my young nigga Skywalker. Shout out to my young nigga To Die For. And basically anybody from San Diego right now that's kind of moving. I kind of got my hands in a little bit on what they got going on. We got the young homie Yabi that's kind of popping right now. And shit, just the lineup is coming after that, man. Everybody from Dago, homie, I'm trying to get whoever ready, man. I'm trying to put my whole city on, you know?
I like that, man. That's dope. Hopefully that can all come together. Slick, thank you for joining us. We appreciate you coming on and just, giving us your time here. If you could just end us with the West Coast Styles drop, please.
You kind of got blurry. What'd you say?
If you could end us with the West Coast Styles drop.
Oh. Clack, clack, clack. What's happening? It's your boy Mitchy Slick, man. I'm right here with the homies over here at West Coast Styles. You know how we do. If it ain't real, it ain't slick, man. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't fucking with them, I ain't fucking with you. Yeah, that. Clack, 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 clack.
All right, man. Thank you for joining us. Have a wonderful night. I'll be in touch soon. And, man, we're going to just be supporting all the stuff you're putting out, bro.
Hey, I appreciate y'all for having me, homie. Anytime y'all want me back, just hit me. I'm right there with y'all. Much love.
All right, man. Peace.
Salute.
What time is it? Okay, we have some fabulous live music later on, but right now, here's the kind I prefer.
What's that?